I'm making a 3D platformer where you take pictures in the Canadian Rockies, but until now, I didn't have a way to actually take any pictures. The whole game is based on a personal trip I made to Canada last year with my little digital camera, which is an Olympus C120. The in-game model is definitely based on the C120, but I also took a few liberties and did what I wanted with it. I'm using the same texturing process I've described before, using textured gradients inside of Substance Painter and then adding filters on top of that. Setting up a first-person mode wasn't too hard. The character just gets hidden and is replaced with the camera model. I also disabled movement so the controls can switch exclusively to controlling the camera. The screen was the hardest part to set up. It's essentially just a display capture where the model's lens would be, which turns a camera view into a texture and then gets applied to the model. It can also take pictures by taking a screenshot of that texture and saving that to a file. When you open the gallery, it reads that file and sets the texture of the screen to that of the most recent picture. I followed these 2 Matt Aspelin tutorials to get the bare bones set up, and then tweaked it to be what I wanted after that. It took a lot of color correcting to get right, as my project is built around the PSX framework, which changes how a lot of lights get rendered. I gave it a few more features after this. I added a gallery, which scrolls through pictures one at a time, just like my C120 does. I added a zoom effect by changing the field of view when you move the right stick, and it really sells the 2000s look when the camera has these little slashes to tell you how zoomed in you are. And then I added a flash, which summons a big point light as you take the picture, which realistically isn't actually very useful. It just kind of makes everything white, but it's off by default and it's another fun setting to play with. The last big thing I added this week was hit detection. The main goal of the game is that there are 16 unique objects to find and take pictures of in the world, and I'll demonstrate with this doll from an old project of mine. As you take a picture, a load of sphere traces shoot out from the camera, and if it's in range, it will hit one of the photo targets. The target will then draw a straight line between its own hitbox and puddles, and if there aren't any objects in the way, it will tell the game that it's a valid picture of that object. The initial hitboxes change with how zoomed in the camera is, which should hopefully avoid a lot of the photos being incorrectly marked as valid. There's a lot more I want to do with the camera, but based on how much work this video was to get out in 1 week, that'll have to wait for another time.